Okay, yeah, well, there you go. One spire's dead, the other one failed. So that's two projects. The first I had 80% chance of succeeding. That one was 65% chance. Both have failed. I tell you. And I've even got the intelligence agency, right? I tell you, I have the worst luck with spies. I physically I would like to argue the least lucky person ever. Has to be. I absolutely have to be. There's an alliance with Portugal, by the way. It's beyond a joke now. How many videos have you all watched of mine where my spies just fail? That was in a city that has the boosted project. So I've got the intelligence agency, and I've also boosted the chance of any mission succeeding. So it should be fine. Should be great. Just looking at the extension buildings, we've got options here. Now, Pingala works with the art museum. That's the one that really stacks with him nicely. That would give me extra tourism from works of writing, extra tourism from world wonders. I'm not really going for tourism, I'll be honest, and that's not ideal. Factories are all to do with Magnus and or Rainer. Armories of Victor, so I'm not entirely sure which one to go for. I could just stack production. It's like production on production for factories and power plants, and that would help me to build other things. Or we could go culture. Just go large amounts of culture. I don't know. I honestly don't know at the moment. Having a high culture is handy. It's sailing me through the civic tree, which is really helping one city challenge wise. I tell you what though, that helps. That helps a lot. That is Ruhr Valley, 20% bonus production in the city and 1 production for each mine and quarry. I have about 5 or 6 mines in this city, so it should be another 6 production and then 20% across the board. When you're playing with large cities, it's the percentage that matters more. Much, much more. Flight, ballistics, opera and ballet, by the way, all boosted that. Oh yeah, look at that, 170. Oh look, my spy has some loot and has been captured. You see, that's 3 out of 3 now. All 3 have failed. Oh, what is the point? Play with spies, they say. It's so much fun, they say. Oh, I could build Potala Palace, but all of these are such good production tiles. Oh, I don't know if I want to do that. That's a difficult ask. Let's get medieval walls quickly. And I think I want stable over barracks, just because I'm more likely to build silly amounts of siege equipment later into the game. I know myself. I know what I'm like. It's what I do. Oh, I found military science. Oh no, I didn't find it. I killed someone with a knight, didn't I? Oh, nice. Perfect. Right, we're just about to get a military academy in the city as well. I like the idea of building cores from scratch. It's always good. When in doubt, I think we could go steam power, but I think chemistry is probably the better idea. We need to build an armory and have 2 crossbows. Again, it's the stuff I haven't got always surprises me. Can I have my useless spy back, please? Please? Okay, right, they're useless, but they're not no way. I'd be a terrible bargainer. How much? No! You keep the spy. They're useless to me. It's like Paul. Even Paul could have done better. Tells you everything you need to know about that. Well, there's my 2 crossbows, by the way. So I've now got 1 and 2, which is good. Scientific ballistics. Build 2 neighborhoods, build 2 banks. I can't build 2 banks. 3 line inventory. Could build 3 line inventory. I mean, admittedly, I keep selling all my niter. But apart from that, I could build it. Crouching Tiger. We've done it. Huzzah! Galileo. Extra science from adjacent mountain tiles. You go on, man. That's quite fun. And, oh, the next scientist I'm about to get anyway. Oh, 2 housing, 1 amenities. And extra yields from being happy. Byzantium is plus 13. Just by being alive, Byzantium is happy. Oh, I've just seen a 4 over there. I don't think I'm going to beat that on this map. There really isn't a huge amount of mountains. No, so I think I'm going to just settle on a 4. Right, everything else can be built right now. I don't need the Taj Mahal. None of these wonders are very good. So again, I'm going to go back to food growth. Watch this. I'm on 16 food at the moment. This is going to be quite the bonus because I'm getting 77% growth at the moment. World enters the Renaissance era. Oh yeah, there you go. There you go. 16 food went to 170 food because the project is giving me 89 food and that's being boosted by about 74 from the amenity. Oh yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. Another golden age. What are we going to do? None of these are great. I'll be honest, none of them are very good. Monumentality, I'm not getting any settlers, so it's just a couple of builders if I wanted them. Exodus of the Evangelists would be good. I mean, I could get my own religion. Is there any point in getting my own religion? What could I get that would be useful? Is there anything that works on percentages? I don't think there is there? Jesuit education. I could get Jesuit education. That wouldn't be too bad, but I mean, there's only 1 city, really. I could get myself more gold per turn from trade routes. That's not a bad idea. I can't like the idea of having my own religion, though. It's totally pointless, but I'm going to do it because I can. So there you go. Let's get my own religion. Build a holy site in a second. I've got another space for a district. Probably put another decent holy site down. Maybe not. Maybe it would be rubbish, but it would still be. Pop it there, actually. That's a +2. Yeah, sod it. Gonna do it. Let's make my own religion. How am I a super city if I don't have my own religion? That's what I ask you. Okay, right. Amani is now fully decked out, as is Pingala. I don't know what I'm going to do with governors. I really should have added a mod that did something with excess governors like that. That's always something I thought the game needed anyway. Urbanization. Oh, we're going to get the really good cards now for having massive... I mean, we've got over 22 population, so we can use the cards, which is pretty cool. How's my aid request going? I'm on -8 at the moment with Portugal. That's not good. Oh well. Did you see how long I cared there? Let's get the factory tool extension. Now, from what I can work out, this is going to give me more engineering points, which is good. It's going to give me a little bit more power for every coal I burn, which is good because it will minimize my CO2. Give me more production, but mainly, yeah, just production per population. 0.3 production per population, which means... should be like another 10 production on top once all the modifiers have gone through. That's now looking like 197. See, that was worth about 27 production, that building. Excellent. More growth rate as well. The more of those buildings I get, the better. I think the next one I'm going to do will probably be the power plant extension for the same reason. What have we got here? An engineer that builds walls? Pass. No, no, no. Oh, there we go. Da Vinci's up next. Perfect. That worked well. And a scientist who gives me housing and amenities, as well as all non-food benefits. And this is actually really, really good. Up to 248 food per turn. Oh my lord, that's nonsense. Okay, let's just come back to that. But if we have a look and see how that's changed things, you can see that's like 4% on all non-food yields. So, I mean, we're up to 307 science per turn. Oh, I love this mod. Is it balanced? I mean, probably not. Oh, Bermuda. Lovely. Yeah, probably not. But I could see this mod working really well on multiplayer. Like, really, really well on multiplayer. I would massively recommend people have a go with that. And actually, like, if you're not so strong at Civ, because, like, Civ 7, it never quite really made sense to you, or maybe Civ 5 was how you... What am I saying about Civ 7? If Civ 6... I've totally lost it. I'm thinking about my drawings. That's what I've got in my head. I'm like, no, please, let Civ appear. There's Bermuda. Yeah, I just want to see Civ 7 appear as quickly as possible. No, if you're playing Civ 6 and you've never really got into it because Civ 5 is your preferred strategy and you like to play tall and you like to play with nice buildings, this is the mod for you. It's really, really satisfying. Like, I've actually found it surprisingly satisfying. I was pretty sure I was going to like it because the Steam shop had reviewed it pretty well, and normally that's a fairly decent sign. But still, it's always good to see your suspicions confirmed. How many great profit points we're getting now? Quite a few. Let's get the shrine and the temple, and we should get a lot more now. It's a lot of culture per turn at the moment, but we will get rid of that soon. There's economics, replaceable parts soon. Okay, there's urbanization. Let's see what these cards are going to do for us. Okay, mega city innovations. The bonus only applies to at least 22 population. I get extra science per citizen in the city and 20% overall. Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's pop that in. I'm going to pop in cultural melting pot, which is the culture equivalent. I don't really care about religious urban space, I'll be absolutely honest with you. This sounds very harsh, but I do not. And autocratic legacy is kind of like a small bonus these days, but it's a bonus to food. And any little bonus to food is being multiplied quite considerably, so it's well worth keeping an eye on. Perfect. I mean, that's awesome in itself, but now, let's just keep pushing. Let's keep growing the city. What are we on now if I just sort of cycle this around? 330 science per turn. I reckon with a better government, maybe if we go democracy or even communism, I could probably get away with communism this game. Probably something that can give me quite a bit of science indeed. Actually, I'm just going to quickly get the meeting house whilst I can. Might as well, yeah, just use Norway's religion. Perfect. You know, I've just seen how cheap some of these extension buildings are. Like, I could build the power plant one in 3 turns, which is very tempting. I'm going to do one more turn of my project, because then it should guarantee I get to 29 population, but then I'm going to build a couple of these. Like, that's better than I thought it was. Replaceable parts, however. Now, my farms are a little bit better. I'm only working a couple of them, but it's a little bit more food. Any more food that we can get is always a good thing. Pastures also give production. Oh, brilliant. Okay, my horsetails are even better now. Those are amazing. All right, let's get this power plant sorted. I've got more chops still. Always more chops. There's my profit. I can get a religion anytime I want. Now, I've just got to make sure I've got enough faith when I get the religion to get an apostle immediately and then start an inquisition, because I know we're going to have problems with Norway immediately, and I've got to have at least one inquisitor just sat in my nation protecting me. I've played this game recently with Norway. I know what they're like. They're going to come and destroy my religion and then go, oh no, sorry, did you want to keep that? Never trust Norway. Harold. Oh, he's always after your religion. Always is. Always will be. So I think I get one of these extension slots every 2 pop from 15. So it's 15, 17, 19, 21, 23, 25, 27. I think I've got 7 unlocked at the moment and I'm using 3. I have... Oh no, I'm only using 2. This will be my 3rd because I haven't unlocked research labs yet. Ah, yes, of course. So we'll get the power plant one. I'm then tempted to get either the archaeological museum or the art museum. What's really the difference? Oh, they're exactly the same. They're exactly the same. Okay, so basically I can just choose which one I want. I might get an archaeological museum, actually, because it'll boost natural history. But I think it's also easier for me to theme, or at least easier to dig up anyway. So yeah, I think next turn we'll pick one of those up. Well, there is the museum in question. I'm just thinking, do I want to build myself a neighborhood or 2 right now? Might be a good idea. I mean, I'm removing really good tiles that I could be using, but it's whether I want the sanitation boost. Eventually, I'm going to want neighborhoods, but there's nothing that really... No, I think I might just push towards the research lab for now. How are my alliances doing? Oh, Norway is actually going to give me it just before I get to chemistry. That's wonderful. Oh, I love it when it times well like that. That's wonderful. Actually, hang on, look at this. Temple Tall Extension. You get a little bit of extra faith, which is fine. Doubles the effect of follower beliefs in the city. Follower beliefs. Which one is the follower belief again? Oh, that's quite exciting. Right, hang on. Let's make our religion. Let's have a play with this, because I think it actually might be quite fun to do. So this is the religion belief. Is it going to tell me which one is which? I don't think this is... Is this the follower belief? Hang on, I'm gonna actually have to look this up. Okay, this is the follower belief. This is the follower belief. It's just weird. You never actually have to really look into this sort of stuff, which is the crazy thing. So I could be getting 2 levels of Feed the World, but I'm not going to... Oh, God, every time I do that, So what would be the better thing for me? I don't have a huge amount of work ethic going on this particular holy site, and even double would be cool. Reliquaries would give me a lot of faith. Divine Inspiration. Oh, World Wonders providing 8 faith. That would massively increase how much faith per turn I was getting. I've only got 3 trade routes, so I could get 16 gold more per trade route. That'd be about 50 gold per turn. But I think I'll get more faith picking Divine Inspiration. I like that. That's awesome. Let's do that. I've already put down a specialist building, so I won't do anything like that, but I will give myself something that'll keep me nice and safe. I might just be boring and go for... Oh, no, hang on. Defender of the Faith has already been taken. That's what I was going to take. I could go for something that gives me something for every 4 followers. I've got a lot of followers. Let's go for science per follower. I mean, honestly, it's not really that exciting a religion. Being honest with you, it's just more that I've got it. Yeah, look at that. I've gone from 90 faith to about 145. And that will double with the tall extension, which I'm going to just do. Why not? Like, I'm playing this weirdly. I know I'm playing it weirdly, but I'm enjoying it. When you're playing this tall, you might as well just get everything, you know? Got 11 million people in Byzantium and 7 wonders. Interesting. I can build more wonders as well. We still have access to Alhambra, Hagia Sophia. That's my only spaceport. Actually, it's not my only spaceport, but it is on a spaceport. Mont Saint Michel, Potala Palace. You get much better government, actually. Thinking about that, that's not a bad shout. I mean, worked tiles are a huge source of my production, but they're not the whole thing. I think I will build Potala Palace. Yeah, I like the idea of getting another diplomatic policy slot. These are probably one of the more useful ones for me, apart from economic and wildcard, but it's up there. Yeah, look, this is exactly what I thought would happen. I forgot to buy the apostle this turn. Always what happens. I've got 5,600, so it's okay. Let's buy the apostle now. I can get a debater good, otherwise I'll just get an inquisition down immediately. My religion is now giving me well over 100 faith per turn, and we'll get Chinguetti in now as well. That gives me another good chunk of faith. We've gone from 90 faith per turn to 350. The reason that's really exciting is because I can get a lot more great people now. Like a lot more great people. Okay, as much as I like autocratic legacy, as much as I do, we're going to get religious urban space. Look at that. That's a lot more faith per turn. Up to 400 now. Beautiful. That has, unfortunately, my city is now starving. No worries. We'll get our project back up in a second. What are you going to do, Norway? Yeah, you're backing off now. Backing off now. Yeah, leave my religion alone. Can I get debater? I can get debater. Awesome. That apostle's going to keep me very safe. I'll get a second one. As I say, if we don't get a useful promotion, I'll start an Inquisition. As soon as we've got an Inquisition, we'll be absolutely fine. Leonardo da Vinci or George R.R. Martin. No mausoleum today, so we can only use him the once. Anything that gives me more culture on a workshop is good, and we get another little boost, which is radio. Oh, nice. Build a national park was always going to be slightly tricky in such a small, amount of space. We should be able to do it on our 4th and 5th tiles, to be fair. But we're a little bit under that, a little bit away from it as well, so that's fine. Oh no, there you go. Now it's attacking me. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. What promotion can Miss Apostle get? No, nothing very useful. Launch the Inquisition. Right, we're going to clear this religion Protestantism from me. Oh, terrible. Terrible. Get it out, I say. Get it out. Remove yourself from my land. Thank you very much. Haha, better, better. There we go. I think we've removed pretty much all of the presence of Norway's heathenous religion from my lands, but we'll keep an eye on it. If it lurks again, I will strike with the power of 1,000 megacity snacks. There we go. Another wonder. It's giving me so much faith for my religion that I might as well build a couple. Plus, it gives me another diplomatic policy slot. When you go into democracy later into the game, that tends to be really, really good. Although I could go communism as well. I don't know. At the moment, I don't know what the best route for me is on this one, but there's chemistry. Chemistry gives me research labs. Oh, that'll be worth a lot of science. Oh yeah, we like that. What can I put in my government? Raj? For a little bit more city-state glory? Yeah, bit more science, bit more culture, bit of everything. Oh yeah, look at that. Perfect stuff. And now I go back to my food project for a little bit. My gold income has recovered. I can start doing some good trading. And this city-state Chinguetti was stolen from me. How dare you? Get back to my land, I say. If I want to just get myself a writer, an artist, or something like that, I've got a bit of space. It is tempting. Oh, I could get a bank that gives me space for more stuff. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Okay, we'll do it in that order. Now that I've got chemistry, I think I want to beeline rocketry to get the spaceport down before I discover something that ruins my land further. So let's get the spaceport built as quick as we can. Oh wow, Norway is not messing around. This is what I mean about, Harold. He absolutely goes nuts. What just got broken? Oh, those were things on my furthest reaches. Oh, I missed out on the aid request. Whoopsie, I really should have done that. I'm not going for a diplomacy victory, but yeah, that was a mistake. Never mind. Right, you've left yourself exposed. Let's go attack, attack, attack. Kill that apostle. Lovely. There is... I think, is that one a debater? No, there are no debaters on the way. That's good. 29 population. Oh, yeah. I love this project. Just really, really boosts the food like mad. Here is a research lab as well. That goes from 369 science to 407. Nope, scrap that, 416. And next time round, we're going to get the research lab extension. That should be worth another good chunk, very good chunk. I'm getting 100 science from population. That's before modifiers, so each population for me at the moment is getting about 3.5 science. That's a lot. Ah, damn, the merchant just got taken. Literally, the turn that I had enough faith to get them, the merchant just got taken. I just missed out on the bank. Ah, Portugal knew they were going to do that. Never mind. We'll instead get Margaret Cavendish. It's at least one extra source of writing, and we'll save our faith for something else. I could get Napoleon, go for a great musician. There's lots of good options. They really won't leave me alone. They really won't leave me alone. They really, really want to remove my religion. But what you've done is you've smushed yourself between a mountain and an encampment there, so I can just move my units around, and there is literally nowhere for you to go, friend. That was a bit of a mistake. 30 population, 13.6 million citizens in this heaving city. This would be an absolutely disgusting place to live. Oh dear. Wait, who took Zanzibar? Don't like that. Gonna take Muscat and Zanzibar in retribution for this filth. Give it back. Oh, relic. You gonna give me a relic? Oh, thank you. I actually didn't have one of those. Gives me quite a lot of extra faith. So that was Scorched Earth, and so close to ideology and better governments, but we will have to do this. 3 cores in my military. I don't have that, which again is quite surprising. Sometimes the things I can miss out on, they really do boggle me. There's 2 heavy chariot and a crossbow core. What's the cheapest thing that I could now build? Another crouching tiger. There we go. And then we'll get a core from those, and that will be mobilization boosted as well. Oh, Norway's done it again. 1, 2, 3. It's another one destroyed. I'm probably just giving them loads of relics. But to be fair, if I was doing that, I'd be quite happy with that result. Like, I don't mind more relics in the game. Oh, look, I left my scout on auto explore. It landed and then got immediately killed by barbarians. Huh. If only somebody had made a little comic strip about that exact situation, eh? The amount of times it happens is it's just ridiculous. Like, stop it. Stop just killing yourselves. There's another one. Norway. Ugh. Norway. Please stop it. Voting, I've just sold all my stuff, but that's fine. Give me production, cost reduction, that's good. And then we'll go for me on culture bombs. Honestly, it doesn't matter. There's nothing we can culture bomb because we're already hitting the 4th tile around my city. But production on units means that if anyone does attack me, I can just frantically build very, very quickly. There's an artist. That is not useful at all. I have literally no space for art in my empire, but never mind. The trade route's gone. That's a bit of a shame. But I did see there are ways of getting extra trade routes, so we will do those pretty soon. Rocketry, we're almost at rocketry now. Although, to be fair, I might just delay that a turn to pick up... No, I don't want to. I was going to maybe delay it a turn to pick up something, but no, I think we're all good for now. Well, that's a debater. There's a debater on the way. Might be a little bit more problematic. Mendeleev would be chemistry and one other random industrial tech. I don't have rifling, but I do have chemistry. I don't think Mendeleev is very useful. We'll wait for someone different. Who's on the same level as Mendeleev? I can never remember. James Young. Oh, James Young is worth 2 from the modern era. So that would be Ironclad and Artifact. Yeah, no, that's much better. We'll wait for James Young. Finally, though, we have saved enough gold for the research lab tall extension. So world wonders in the city get even more science, which is just lovely. The building is worth a lot of science and housing and more specialists. This is the thing that this is increasing, actually. Can you see? Citizen yields per citizen in the district +1 science. I have got quite a few specialists in the campus, and each one is generating 4 science for me. That'll turn that to 5. Just for that and that alone, this building is absolutely worth it. We're on 437 science. Now we're on 597. Oh, what a building. Yes, please. That is great. I love it. I love it. Here is an engineer that gives us industrial zone adjacency culture bombing. That is useless, but what can you do? Okay, this Norwegian apostle might be a bit of a problem here because it can one-hit my injured apostle. I'm going to have to do this carefully. Let's get ourselves a guru so we can crash heal this. I'll hide you in the city. That means you can't make your way any further down. Move you back down to this tile. Then you'll heal. Oh, this is actually quite difficult. I might have to actually ask Norway to not convert me soon, which is a terrible shame. Feels always like as a player you've missed something if you're having to ask the AI not to spread to you. It's like, oh dear. Also, they never listen. They never listen as well. They totally blank you most of the time. Wonder rushing? I want to get wonder rushing. That's quite good, but I don't know if it's the main thing for me. Look at that, 31 scientist points. We really are getting quite a bit of this stuff. It's really good. And look at all the science and faith from my... So the faith is from my religion. The science is from all of my tall buildings. But look at what my wonders are building me. They're actually really good. Maybe I should get more of these wonders. I mean, there are options. Can still get quite a few bits and pieces. Oh, it's walked right onto my holy site. Oh, they're after. They want to trade for the spy. I will trade for the spy, but I don't want to give you any of my artwork. All right, fine. Fine, I'll pay him for my spy. I mean, not happy about it. Not happy about it at all. But if Pinkala gets murdered at this point, that's got to be a bad thing. I know the spy is not leveled at all, but they were very ineffective. So I need to just make sure I actually keep them alive. All right, Guru, time to earn your paycheck. Bam. Religious units are leveled slightly. Now this apostle is going to be an absolute nightmare, but I think my units can just wait around this holy site. We're going to trap it in. I'm going to heal my units as we go. I think we can basically just quarantine this apostle and stop it from getting out. Okay, yeah, it just attacked one of my inquisitors, but the inquisitors were healed. It's basically invincible. So yeah, what did you think you were going to get out of that one? It can sense the trap. It can sense it sort of closing in on it. Look at this. I don't even need to do anything. I don't even need to attack with my units. They can just wait. Just wait whilst it injures itself. Which city-state do I want more points with? Oh, I'd love to build more of these giant heads. Okay, yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to send you over to this. Oh, no, actually, this city-state would start stealing tiles from me, though. Should probably send you further afield. Let's go to Ngazagamu. Come on, let's do that. That's more fun. Rocketry is finished. We can get the spaceport going. Let's get refining now. We'll find oil. I don't think I actually remember checking for aluminium. We are getting it in, but it's just from city-states, and I don't think there'll be anything around me. Oh, no, there is, but it's on tile 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I won't be able to get that unless I get a merchant that can steal tiles, but I think all of those merchants have already gone. Yeah, alas they have, but that's fine. We don't mind that. Oh, it's a 7-turn build, but I do want to get the spaceport finished. Let's do that now. Otherwise, you just know it. Something will appear on that tile and I'll never be able to build it ever again. Yep, it attacked north this time, but again, that's fine. Doesn't matter. That Inquisitor can just get moved in and out if needed. But I think actually you've now weakened yourself to the point where I can just clamp down, destroy. There you go. You see, wasn't that easy. The art of kettling in a debater. That's how you do it. Oh, I can't believe we're on 630 science from my capital. It's amazing. Oh, my population's really struggling though. I'm on minus 16 food. Without my project, I physically cannot keep my city alive. It is impossible. That's nuts. I'm going to actually get the bank and the stock exchange now, not just for the gold, but I've realized actually that it's the stock exchange tall extension. Now this gives me a trade route capacity if I also have the bank tall extension, which I will do, but it gives me another trade route capacity after researching flight. So that building will be worth another 2 trade routes for me, which each trade route is worth like 30 faith as well. That's really, really good. Let's get these banks in, get the stock exchange in, get the gold income going. Yeah, this is what we want to see. I'm loving this. Oh, here we go. I'm finally starting to get the 5th tile now. The 5th tile. I could start to put down forest everywhere on the 5th tile and give myself national parks everywhere. The one thing I also did want to do was put down some Great Wall of China. I have kind of resisted doing it to this point because I kind of had the idea of putting it down on the 5th row. You can't work it. It would just look really cool. And in theory, we could even try and go for tourism here. That's the mad thing. If I try and go for a sneaky tourism win? Oh man, wouldn't that be hilarious? That's totally possible. Any more relics in the game? Portugal's got a relic. 690. I mean, it would be cool. Maybe cool to do that. There's refining. Any oil around my land? No, doesn't appear to be. We might have some city-states that have got it, but that's fine. James Young, here we go. This is the scientist we were after because we can get 2 modern era boosts. Now, always just worth checking you've got everything you're going to do. Artifacts, privateers, ironclad. I could get an artifact. So that is one boost that I probably should try and actually do. But I'm not going to do it in time, and the gold is better spent on other things at the moment. So let's just do it. Electricity and combustion. Okay, so we got unlucky there. We did get the artifact boost. But hey, James Young is still worth it. And Einstein is up next. Oh, 17,000 faith. Blimey, that is a lot. But research labs and tool research labs get boosted with Einstein, so they've changed it slightly with this mod. Worth picking up if we can. Zanzibar, get back in here, you. There is the bank extension, though. Again, it's all just helping with the gold per turn, and each extension I build gets me a little bit more growth in the city as well, so it doesn't help when I'm on minus food like I am currently. I might have to go democracy, actually. I'm going to have 4 trade routes. That'll be worth like a good 20 food, and with all the growth bonuses I've got, that makes a big difference. I think democracy is the route for me. Yeah. Plus, you know, people are trading with me as well. Lots of people want to trade with me. So encouraging allies, encouraging democracy in this world, that's kind of what I want to do. We don't want a world where everyone just goes fascist because they like the sound of it. Let's just not do that. Merchant. Oh, converting my faith into envoys. That's actually not a bad move. Let's do that. I had a little bit of space. Faith. I'm still generating. It was like 9 turns worth of faith, 10 turns worth of faith. Oh, just did that. Muscat's been taken. Stop taking city-states from me, because all I'm going to do is just win them back. Let's just grab that now. That's for the stock exchange. Oh, looking good. Oh man, Norway's paying through the nose for oil. Look at that. People love oil. Oil is definitely what I need to go and explore to fight. No, I say that. One city challenge. What part of my brain doesn't get this? I'm so used to playing so wide. It's a really alien feeling for me, this. Here's the stock exchange vote, 1,320 gold. It's not too bad, but again, it's just the extra gold it provides per turn. Look at that. Lovely. I think I want to find combined arms. I want to combine my limbs and fingers and arms together into something monstrous. So the spaceport is now finished. What I'm going to do is, instead of just researching the projects manually, no one else is near them, I'm going to wait until I can get my tier 3 government building. Once I've got that, I can use builders to then rush it without having to break away from my project, so I can continue growing the city. I think that's a good thing for me to do. Yeah, and I'm going to try that. There's ideology, and I've lost a little bit of production from it because, yes, of course, 5-year plan is now a card. Never mind. Drill manuals is giving me coal and niter, which I'm selling at the moment, but I don't really need a lot of the other stuff. What could I do? What would be worth it? Logistics? Force? Let's get force modernization for now. No, in question orders. Just strategics. The more strategics I get, the more I sell. Like, most of my economy right now is coming from just the selling of strategic resources. Look at that. I've become this sort of centralized trading hub that all the city-states are just piling their resources into, and then I just flog it afterwards. Brilliant. Okay, democracy is kind of where my head is going at the moment, just because I'm going to get a bunch of trade routes to allies. That could be very fun, but the option other than that would be communism, a bit more production per citizen, which is a good thing, and then extra science. The negative is it's got 3 military policy slots, and those are basically useless for me. Collectivization doesn't really do much, as well as defense of the motherland. I mean, admittedly, New Deal doesn't do much for me as well, but it will do eventually. Like, I can still grow my city. We haven't got anywhere near the cap. I want to get this to like 50 pop, and then New Deal will be important. So we're going to go democracy. I think communism would have probably been okay. If it wasn't for all the military policy slots, then I would be a little bit more up for that, but no. For now, this is okay. Filippo gives me wonder production. Wonderful. James Watt is up next. I'm not building any wonders at the moment, but I could be soon. My first artifact, though, it's a javelin. It's one of mine. I wanted to get as many before I flip the era as I can, because if I'm getting artifacts from the Renaissance era, there's much less chance that I'm going to get a real problem with theming. Earlier you do it, the earlier, well, the less, what do you call them, eras that the game can throw artifacts into. So it kind of works a little bit like that. There's combined arms. Did I get uranium? Nope, I did not. Only 5 results on the map, some in the middle of nowhere. Oh, that city-state's got 2 sources of it. Oh, blimey. If I want it, actually, no, look, the mine has already got it, so it should be getting me some. I should send a builder over there, though, to make sure that we get that. Oh, that is good. Okay, well, now we've found uranium, I'm going to go for satellites and we'll keep unlocking all of the projects that we need for later. I mean, I could be getting some sort of offensive weaponry. Could be a lot of fun, but I'm not going to do it. No, Portugal, that's a terrible... I don't know what they're on. Oh no, Auckland's been taken from me. What am I going to do with all of my coastal tiles? Terrible. Here is the stock exchange tall extension. Now, just looking at the gold, I've gone from 559 to 603. Let's just quickly work this around a little bit. 610, lovely. But more importantly, that is 2 extra trade routes that we can do now as well. So I'm going to send them to all of my allies if I can. Actually, I say that, it's literally just Norway I can send them to. Okay, that's not so much of a problem. Oh, I can send them to city-states. Let's send them to city-states. Let's go to Zanzibar, and then I'll get another trader next turn. We're up to 35 population now. That's 21 million people in a city. Look at this. It's just by far the best city in the world. Oh, it's wonderful. I'm intrigued to see whether the AI can play with this mod at all. I mean, they've gone super wide, so probably not. Mali might be the closest to that. Yeah, this mod, I honestly think this mod would be fantastic in multiplayer. Really, really good fun. There's a scroll, and it's an ancient artifact again. I think it's one of my own again. Yeah, okay. Might have to do some trading with the AI, but at least we're getting something. What's the next one? I'm going to have to go and dig someone else's stuff up. Oh, no, we can go to that. Lovely. Suffrage. Okay, encounter spying seems to be working good, which probably means that nobody is doing it. Oh, my archaeologist just got knocked back. Never mind. Let's just quickly get the archaeological museum tall extension. This gives me quite a lot of extra tourism. I'm still flirting with the idea of actually getting a tourism victory. It's quite alien, but what are you going to do? It also has 3 more slots for artifacts. Now, I don't think my archaeologist is going to be clever enough to stay alive. I might have to trade with these. I do remember reading that particular bit of the mod might be a little bit bugged, but it's okay. Other people will get artifacts sooner rather than later, and there is democracy. Right, there are the 3 economic policies. Look at that. Mega city, cultural metal and melting pot, and religious urban space. Beautiful. Visselbanken, Raj, it's all looking wonderful. What else can we do? I want city growth in all its forms. Autocratic legacy. It's going into the pot. It has to. Machiavellianism, I do need to get my spies back out. Let's try and do something with that. I'm going to see if I can steal some more gold from Mali. Maybe if I call all of my spies Paul, then eventually they'll do something decent. That's what I'm hoping. Rationalism. Also going to put this in because I suspect this is a lot better than it says it is. Oh, I'm actually going to put 5-year plan in instead of autocratic legacy. But I think that those cards are going to massively boost science. Oh, up to 740. Because look at these. Look at those buildings. I reckon rationalism is now doing a huge amount on those. So, yep, 740 science per turn. We like to see it. Now, I didn't get the New Deal card, though. And I've lost some housing because I've lost monarchy. So, there are problems here. But there's a sewer. That'll remove at least some of the problem. And I can actually just get around to this by putting some neighborhoods in. Some of the extension buildings do carry housing though, like the worship one carries housing, the zoo extension carries housing, military academy extension carries housing. Okay, so there are bits and pieces that we can do to make this better, but I just need to actually develop, I can continue to develop my cities as much as I can. Oh, here's the thing. Do I want to go to the National History Museum and just get tons of great works and just go crazy on the old tourism? My tourism's pretty decent. It really is. But, oh no, somebody's going for a different government. What government are you gone for? Oh no, it's because I've gone for a different government. Ah, yeah, that's right. No, okay, right. We'll go for a Royal Society. War Department? Nope. Ignore that. Sure, it's fine. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Dayboy91, Seancrates, Portland, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Davalex, Skeptical Bear, Kroger Brand Trail Mix, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard, Petra Ryan, Matthew Hatch, Rom88, Radiatore, Private Selection Genoa Salami, Boyzoro, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, Polar Bear Ray, El Truand, Creston, RB Hedge, Mushkin Mandeltort, Esri Dax, Devil Time, Shoelace, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Clint Hennes, Dr. Bobby, Polar Wallabear. Thank you all for your support. See you next time. Goodbye.